Today we are going to discuss conservation of energy. This is for class 10. We are going to do the mathematical derivation of the conservation of energy. Now what is conservation of energy? Conserve means to save, right? So they are saying suppose the ball is raised at a height and I am keeping it over here. What form of energy is it possessing? It is possessing potential energy because of its position. That means it is at a raised height. If I let it go, it can hit you badly. Right? Now suppose when I am letting it go, what happens? It changes from potential energy into kinetic energy because now the ball was in motion. Alright. Now usually what we see is that whenever suppose I am switching on the electric bulb and the bulb is glowing, right? Now what happens? Again there is a transfer of energy from one form to another form, that is from electrical to light. But at the same time the bulb also heats up. If you have seen earlier the tungsten bulbs, they would get hot, red hot, very very hot. That means some energy was wasted as heat energy, right? So we are exactly not conserving the full amount of energy, or energy when transferring from one form to another, some amount of energy was being wasted. If we ignore that wastage, okay, or if we make a system where there is a total vacuum, there is no air resistance, no friction, nothing, then can we prove that energy is just being transferred from one form to another form, okay, and the total energy in the body remains constant, okay? That is what we are going to prove today mathematically. Alright, let us say the ball was at a raised height. Okay, this is the raised height and this position, let us say, is A. Okay, now here suppose this is my ground. Right, now what is the height to which it is raised? The height is H. Alright, we will take this as A position and the ground position to be C. Right? Here the body is at rest. So can I say my initial velocity is therefore also 0. Right? Now let us see what will be the potential energy. Potential energy, if you remember, it is denoted by capital U. Okay, so potential energy formula is much like work. So it is force into displacement. Here force is the weight, that is mass into acceleration due to gravity, or we will just write mg, and what is the height? H. So total potential energy of the ball is mgh, where g is acceleration due to gravity. What is the kinetic energy of the body? Now kinetic energy is K. Remember this is for position A. Kinetic energy formula is half mv square. Now here V is 0, right? Because it is at rest. So I will just make it a total 0. So what will be my total energy now? Total energy at this A position is therefore U plus K. So U is mgh plus 0 is mgh. This is very simple. Alright, now we come, suppose the ball has already is falling down. Okay, now midway at B, okay, midway at B, when it is already moving with a velocity, let us say v1, okay, what will be the total mechanical energy? Let us see. I just rub this Now here it has come down by height x, by a distance x it has covered. Now here what will be my potential energy again? It is, we know is mgh is the formula, but here what is the height now? This much is h minus x, so I will write mgh minus x, because this is x, so this part is h minus x, so I will write it mgh minus mgx. Now what is kinetic energy at this position? Kinetic energy, I'll put the formula half mv square. Now what is the formula of v square? From the equation of motion we know that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Now let us compute it. V square minus u square is 0. 2, here acceleration due to gravity, so I put it g. And what is s? S is the displacement. Okay, here is x. So I can write very well that v square is equal to 2gx. I hope it is clear. Now I compute it on this. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square is equal to half m. Instead of v square I am writing 2gx. Now see, it is again cancelling, it is coming as mgx. Okay. Now the total energy or the total mechanical energy is u plus k. What was u at B? Now remember, we are just taking the B position. This I will put it here as mgh minus mgx, and this is plus mgx. See, it has cancelled and it has again become mgh. So at A also the total energy was mgh, if you remember. At B also it is the same. I have rubbed the previous portion because of this space constraint, but I am sure you can refer it to your book. You can see, and this will help you to understand. Now let us go to the C position. I will rub this again. Okay. Now to the C position. That means the ball has come down to the ground. Okay, the ball has come down to the ground. So here, is it at any height? No, the height is 0. So therefore, what will be my potential energy? 0, because there is no height, mgh. So h is 0, total potential energy is 0. As simple as that. Now let us take the kinetic energy, half mv square. Now again I will just write that formula, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Here s we will take it as the total distance that it has travelled, because it has fallen from up above. So here it will be 2, this will be g, and this will be h. And this is as usual 0. Okay, so v square is equal to 2gh. Computing it here, half m into 2gh. Let's see, it comes to mgh. Again, if you see, so what will be my total energy at C? It is a sum total of potential and kinetic energy. So it is 0 plus mgh. See, the answer again has come to mgh. So what am I trying to prove? That the energy, when it is going from one form to another form, the amount remains constant. Okay, there is no change. It is just changing from one form to another form. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It is simply transferring from one form to another if we are ignoring any other outside energy or the energy that is dissipated during the process. Thank you.